Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this, your Libra July 2024 reading and forecast. Hi, I'm Nigel St. James, clairvoyant. Well, it's so good to see the subscribers back again. I really enjoy your company each month, truly I do, and I look forward to seeing you, and particularly you. And for those of you who have been here before, then you know, don't you, that over FaceTime and Skype, I provide one-on-one clairvoyant readings to people from anywhere in the world. I also provide healings for people anywhere in the world as well. That spiritual gift is done on the basis that I provide it for nothing. I am to get nothing in return for it, and I am to use it. So for 40 years or more, that's what I've been doing. And very happily so. I want to live in accordance with what my soul contract and purpose here is to be. Because I don't think I want to come back again at all. Well, I want to stay. I've had my time here. I have no plans of going anywhere, incidentally, but I've had great value for money, let me put it that way. Now let's see what there is in store for you for this month, shall we? There are, for us, 5 cards that are going to tell us what's going on for you. And we only need those 5 because they tell us everything. We don't just spend 5 seconds on a card, do we? Oh no, they're very, very talkative, and the astrology, the numerology, and the mystical side of it will give you a lot of what's going on. So here we are, and show me the magic. 6 of Wands. Here is 3 of Cups. Geez, these paintings are lovely, I think. Queen of Pentacles. Good on you, Queen. There you go. Oh, a lovely one. 5 of Pentacles. What's up here? Something like that. What's this? 9 of Wands. Well, let's put these together now and see what the energy is telling us both, shall we? So why don't I bring the camera round? You and I can have a good close look at the paintings on these cards together while they reflect the cosmic energy swirling about you while I do the reading for you. What a fantastic story there is for you this month, I must say. Gee, you can worry about things at times. You dig deep. You have victory, love, and wonderful success, abundance coming through despite some things that you may be worrying about, which I'm going to look here at. Let's have a look. Oh, I think there might be some time for some soul searching, which is actually going to pay dividends for you. You will come through. Here, this woman sits at the edge of time and space itself. Soul searching. This is a time for some soul searching for you. I think that your soul self is calling you to reconnect to your spiritual self by regaining your faith and your strength, which is leading you to change and also to spiritual growth, I have to say. It's really bringing you down to realize what your true wealth is. Now, of course, financial wealth, well, that's great, and there's nothing wrong with that because it brings freedom, choice, and security, doesn't it? But it can also trap you in its structures, and it does make you very vulnerable to the temptations of the world. And again, there's nothing wrong with the temptations of the world as long as you don't overdo it. But I think the riches of inner wealth, they're really your spiritual strength. And the strong love in your heart, well, that can never be taken from you. You see, your inner wealth brings self-love. And when you love yourself, you become beautiful. And you then also have real freedom. Now, I'm just looking at the astrology of this card in the position that it is, the astrology relating to and impacting on this energy. Well, it's Mercury ruling the first decade of Taurus, the 20th to the 30th of April. Well, Mercury, of course, as you know, is closest to the sun, and it flies around at the fastest. And so that speed and the The fluidity, I suppose, of Mercury can get weighed down in the fixed sign of Earth, that slow, lumbering bull. And so there may be a period here where there is, well, can it be true, some sort of a pessimism with you, a brooding almost, a feeling that your energy is blocked. And I think that your thoughts might keep turning around and around and around, trying to find a solution, a way out, a breakthrough. In that situation, these thoughts, I think, might even touch the depths of your subconscious. It goes right through you. But I think that this is something that you're concerned about. It's actually been going on for some time, but it hasn't been properly dealt with. You might be thinking to yourself, am I getting myself into a situation that I might not be able to get out of? Will events overwhelm me? There's a sort of a worry around you at the moment. But of course, worry is about the past, which is dead, and it's in the graveyard, and the future doesn't exist. You have only now the moment that you live in. The past and the future, nothing can be done about them. And I will say this, if you look at what it is that you might be worrying about, if you were told that for sure, inescapably, next Tuesday afternoon at 2:00 in the afternoon, you would die, would you be worried about the things that are going on around in your mind and affecting you, both mentally and emotionally? You see, worrying doesn't do anything, and it can stop you from doing things that you need to sort out, and so things can get worse. But because this card, this energy has come up now, it is definitely saying that you are ready to look at your situation as it is, because you now have the opportunity to free yourself by taking the necessary and having the necessary discussions. You see, Mercury is about communication, and it's about intellect, talking, having the necessary discussions, either with your partner or with other people. It doesn't just have to be in a romantic situation, you know. It could be work-related, it could be with a customer. But clear and open communication will make things turn out well. Now really ask yourself this question: in what areas or situations are you not clear and decisive enough? And with which people do you need to sort things out with? Say this to yourself: I am ready to look at my life as it is, and I trust in the process of resolving my fears. I am straightening out my life. And good for you, because you are going to be doing that, and you're going to overcome your fear. You will defeat it. And you're going to dig deep into yourself. What have we got here? What's going on with this? Well, these things are all symmetrically in balance and lined up, pointing to the stars themselves. This is the moon ruling the second decan of Sagittarius, the 3rd to the 12th of December. And I also have a mystical association in the number 9 with the moon as well. So there's a double lunar influence, and the moon is about going deep. It's also going deep into yourself, and it's also going into your subconscious, where you, I think, now are starting to do a little bit of weeding of the mental garden and casting away those things which are no longer serving you, and taking decisions about getting rid of negativity in situations and people, it's got to say, that are around in your life, because your life is what you think it is. Now here, there is power for you, as I see, and that comes about by bringing together your unconscious energy together with your conscious energy. There's a determination with you, a great strength of character, and you are unleashing all those energies which are buried in your unconscious. A determination, courage under fire, and defending what you have worked for, particularly for those things that you think are important to you. Now, when the unconscious becomes visible, you can sometimes be faced with some things that you've covered up in order to avoid looking at them, but you've got to pierce that wound and let the bacteria out. Now, sometimes you might have a bit of a fear of some sort, fear of a painful wound or poking things, and a fear of things that you've covered up and hoped to forget. But I think there could be simply a fear of your yet unproven strength, which is now reaching into all the areas of your life and reorganizing things around. And there's a self-realization coming, which doesn't allow you to go back to the old situations, and it doesn't allow you to rest or be happy with weakness or with not knowing things. Now, this inner strength that you have is going to well up in proportion to the issue that you need to resolve. And I think that you'll experience this energy going well past any limits that you thought previously existed. This is actually a key experience that you might be undergoing here, the beginning of a far-reaching inner and outer unfolding of your potential, because you are now reaching into yourself and discovering new depths of strength and power that you never thought you had. This is also bringing you great endurance. Now, of course, there are always obstacles around, but the point is that you now have the strength to overcome them. And because this is shown up like this, and particularly on this same line as this card here, this is a guarantee that you have what it takes to get by, even in times of what you think might be difficulty or a stress that you're feeling. Your inner strength is going to rise up and it's going to push you towards your goals. And in the process, you're going to learn a lot more about yourself and the abilities that you have, and you're going to gain an all-round perspective. It's like putting on a pair of glasses with a prescription in them, which allow you to look at your situation in the world in a new way, and this is going to bring you security and self-confidence. This self-confidence is really a theme through here now. I think that this is a process here of you discovering your real strength, so trust your inner guide. Are you a little afraid of your own strength? And in what areas in your life does this fear come up? I think it's a good idea to pay attention to your dreams at this time. Dreams do give you an insight, if you can decipher them, as to what is going on. But say this to yourself: I know more and more clearly who I am, and this recognition leads to the full development of my potential strength. Now, I want to look more at what's happening with your romantic and emotional relations. Such good cards here. I'll get to those in just a second. Oh, look at this woman. There is a raven whispering to this woman in the shadow of the moon. Look at her eyes. Do you know, I can look into the eyes of women and it seems that I see forever. Well, I think that this is bringing you now, despite these worries, you see, you overcome them. Don't need to be worried about. What has ever happened that you're worried about? It never has it? This is speaking definitely of good times and fulfillment. Happiness and joy are going to be surrounding you. More particularly, this is a very healing energy and it brings you great well-being. It's a bonding card that also brings you strong and supportive friendships, and it is great for those loving relationships that you have. Now, I think you'll find that your heart is full, your life is happy, and that your spirit is high. Your mind, body, and spirit are flying together. This is bringing success and a completion, I think. A completion of things. I think we talked about that there. And what I would also say here, it seems to me that there's also a lot of fertility here. So don't be surprised if you hear of pregnancy or birth. But you know, it brings a lot of joy and happiness and laughter. So if your heart has been a bit low, this energy is reminding you that, well, as they say in the classics, laughter really is the best medicine, and you can laugh at those things that you perhaps were worried about. And appreciate your friends, sharing with them your joys, your loves, your successes, and congratulating them on theirs as well. Now, Mercury shows up again in this card for me. This time it's coming into the second decan of Cancer, which is the 2nd to the 11th of July. Well, Cancer is, for me, like a woman's womb, where there's a seed in there, there's an egg that gets fertilized, and then something grows. And Cancer people normally communicate. That's a Mercury aspect with feeling, don't they? So here you have Mercury, which is about willpower and communication, and it's in Cancer, which is about development and nurturing things. So you'll be able to express your feelings fully with people that are close to you and those people that enrich your life. It's an overflowing exchange of love here, rare, valuable feelings. This is a delicious fruit that you are about to eat. And the love here is of the highest order, I think, and it's really one that's available to be shared only with a small circle of people, I think. Now, with the 3 there, it might be that this stands for 3 important people in your life with whom you can exchange these precious and exquisite feelings with great intimacy. Now, these relationships, you understand, they are rare gifts. Care for them, water them, nurture them with respect and gratitude. I really do think that you probably do have something really especially valuable to share now. And be open to the people that you can share these exquisite feelings with. These people are a gift. You don't need to look for them. Now, this is also speaking to me of, I think, birth again, but it could be the birth of an idea, or the creation of a new goal, or coming up with a new idea, as well as just the birth of a child or a pregnancy. Life is really feeling good for you. This is a very good time to tell people that you love them. Tell people that you love them. It's also a very good time to boost the morale of other people. Be a good person and make people feel good about themselves, particularly those people to whom kind words are very rarely ever directed. Do you understand what I mean by that? Now, are there any people towards whom you have not yet outwardly said that you love them or that you have affection for them? Because you can give whatever you'd like to now in full awareness of your boundless riches, and say this to yourself, because it is definitely true, that today life gives me everything I need to be happy. And then you see that combination of believing in yourself, digging deep, and having the satisfaction and the increase in self-confidence that comes from overcoming any fears that you have, and also a recognition of the love that you have in your heart, and the unlimited power of love. You come to this, which is The Six of Wands. What am I getting here? Well, these these look like helmets of warriors that have won a battle, but they are also paying homage to their fallen comrades. And so although you do overcome, I think, difficulties in your mind, you remember it, but you remember that you have what it takes and you can always rely on yourself. Now this is really saying that there's good fortune coming here for you, a recognition for your work, and you're going to have skilled leadership abilities and great talent in leading people, in helping people, in counseling and mentoring people. Now, you have worked through some struggles by digging deep into yourself. You have made headway towards your dream, and your victory is in sight, if not even coming upon you itself. You now feel good about yourself, and you live life without fear as you move forward towards your goals with great self-confidence. Now, the way to understand this energy is recognizing that success is a stage in your evolution, in your soul growth, that will unfold into another challenge, of course, but another opportunity for overcoming and achieving. When you understand that, you do understand that you will rightly and justifiably have a belief in yourself and your dreams and aspirations. You'll be able to focus on them and have willpower to see them blossom into reality. There really is now a balance and a harmony within you after kind of processing this sort of thoughts that are going through here, because this energy is opening up the path to your inner wisdom that has come as a result of that soul searching that we talked about at the start. And you have a deep understanding of yourself. And you have confidence in your vision, which pushes out and creates new adventures. You have brought together your soul self and your purpose, which is giving you the power to create your dreams. You kind of understand how the law of attraction works. The spiritual warrior, if you like, that warrior within you, it is moving with courage and strength to bring light and advancement into your world. Now, I must say that the astrology of this is particularly helpful because it's Jupiter ruling the second decan of Leo, which is the 3rd to the 12th of August. Well, Jupiter, you know, is all about love and expansion. And this really combines well with the creativity of Leo, so you do have success in achieving your goals. Now, Leo, as you would know probably, Leo is ruled by the sun. And I have mystically an association with the sun in the number 6 as well. So this is a great complementary energy here. And Leo is also giving you confidence and creativity, while Jupiter is showering you with expansion and self-belief. You are now filled with a huge feeling of strength, which helps you on to victory on all levels that you wish for. Now, those spears there, they are arranged symmetrically there, which means that you're coming from a place of balance. But Jupiter in the picture, you see, Jupiter is the planet of luck and expansion, and it's binding itself with the creativity of Leo. So this means, I think, that all your goals are going to be easily reached. Believe in yourself. So there is victory over past troubles here. Although you're going to remember them, you have defeated them and become stronger as a result. Now, all is well, as this energy is telling you here. You'll have high self-confidence from Leo, so go forward and set up new goals and challenges for yourself, and also improve your learning and understanding, which is the Jupiter aspect. So now is the time to do what you are planning to do, because this moment promises success. Now, what do you really want to achieve? What does victory mean for you? Say this to yourself: I am now ready to enjoy success in my life. Every event in my life brings me closer to my final goal, and my victory brings benefits to all involved. And finally, we turn to whom? The Queen of the Thrones of Earth. You're getting a lot of Capricorn around here, a lot of Sagittarius around here as well for you. As a queen, she's water and earth, so they're kind of passive and friendly, those elements. You'll be ambitious, affectionate and kind, very charming, very practical, I think. This is very good for people who are involved in working in a domestic situation. There's also a time here where you need to look after physical nourishment, and you have overcome what I think is a barren past. Now, you are going to be ambitious, but I think that what you should do is work with instinct and intuition rather than overthinking things. Just kind of go with the flow. Be hardworking, practical, sensible, but don't create any revolutions. This is also telling me that you might also be very lusty and sexy at this time, and people are going to find you irresistible. You've traveled, I think, a long, hard way through a desert, really, but now you are able to arrive and have arrived in greener, more fertile land, I think. This is an energy that says that you can... This actually represents parenthood as well, I think. A lot of things to do with parenthood here. But she represents prosperity and success, which is not surprising coming from there. But again, I am getting the thought of health and diet around here. Now, you've gone through probably an arid stretch on your journey, but you've arrived now at fruitful surroundings. And you can rest and devote some attention to yourself and your physical needs. But ask yourself, have you neglected your body? Because you should say to yourself, I give my body the gift of loving attention, and it gives me the gift of life energy, joy in living and in health. What a great set of energies for you, and you did a great job. I'm sure you enjoyed that reading as much as I enjoyed providing it to you, and wasn't the artwork on the cards actually quite haunting and beautiful, don't you think? Yeah, I don't know what I'd done with this deck. I'd lost it for a number of years, and I just found it yesterday. So I want to use it. Now, unless I see you again, well, unless I see you privately for a clairvoyant reading or for a healing, then I'll see you here again in the same place next month. So until I do see you again, remember one thing, and it is this, that you are a legend. And I look forward to seeing you again next month. And until then, it's bye for now.